Hi, YouTube family. Auntie is here, Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture. If you thought I had questions yesterday, I got a whole ton today. It's Scoop, it's giggles, curls and Scoop, the giggles, the faces. Now I'm asking a lot of questions, but we're going to start off with a hug, so come on. How you guys doing? In Philadelphia, I hosted a concert that Drew Hill. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary. And from the looks of it, there were like 1,000 people on that stage. And they invited everyone to join them and sing who had been in the group over the past 25 years. Jazz is back. I think the only one that wasn't there was Woody because he left to have a career in gospel music. But it was a great show with Next, with Silk, with Brownstone. They just all performed, and it was just a great night. I will have Scoop Monday, Sunday night. I'm hosting the concert that Fantasia is on. You know, next year is going to be big for Tasia. It really is. The Color Purple movie musical. She's playing Celie. Oh, cannot wait to see her. At the movies is Idris Elba taking on that lion. The movie's called Beast. Will Packer is producing it. It's about a widower who takes his daughter back to where his wife lived in South Africa, and he takes his daughters, and that is where he encounters the beast. Deshaun Watson, I had some comments in the thing about the football player, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and there are some people that are upset. They said they didn't like my comments about there's a problem here because he wasn't charged with a crime. Deshaun Watson is interesting. He and the NFL have come to an agreement. He's going to sit out 11 games. He's going to pay a $5 million fine. What's the beef, you ask? Over 20 women came forward with claims of sexual misconduct. Where there is smoke, there is fire. He paid all of them off. They just pay all of them off so this would all go away. The NFL must show that they care for women. And I ain't saying that every woman with a story is the truth. But there's a pattern and it's disturbing. And I hope that Deshaun Watson learns from this. Probably won't be able to play until right before December. But there's a pattern. And you can't have that. Obviously, either you don't know how to respect women or you don't understand boundaries. And there are boundaries. I don't care if you got money or you don't. There are boundaries with women. There are boundaries with anyone. But that was my problem. I know he has never been charged. But over 20 women, I think 23. You know how they say, Houston, we got a problem. There's a little problem. And let's hope and pray that Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns quarterback, learns from this. I also got comments where people said, you need to talk about Tamia Campbell being gay. He been gay. I talked about that months ago. That's not news. Tevin, I want you to go on tour. I need you to do some touring. I need you to come to Philly and perform because you got them joints that we love, like Can We Talk? And what's the other song? There was another. It'll come to me. But I loved Can We Talk? I'm ready. That's it. That's the other Tamia Campbell song I like. To me, it wasn't news. It's like he been gay. We all knew he was gay, and you know he gave an article where he's learning to embrace it and just Tevin. We knew what we want. What we want. Either put out some music, go on Broadway because you're talented, or go on tour so we can see and sing along. Speaking of music, Diddy did a Instagram live thing on R&B music. He talked with Jermaine Dupri, who he says he wants to do a battle with. Not a versus, because versus is over, but like a little bad boy against So Def. He talked about Mary J. Blige, and he asked her the question, who killed R&B? Diddy's got a project that ain't nobody playing, and he's salty. He mad about it. Who killed R&B? I think R&B music is on the comeback, and I say this because I play so many great R&B artists. We're R&B and throwbacks. We're going to play the Ari Lennox and the Summer Walker and the Mary and the I'm tired from last night. LMA, Jasmine Sullivan. There's a lot of good artists out. I even like that song Scooch by K. Michelle, and I'm no K. Michelle fan. There's a lot of good R&B music coming out. So I don't think that R&B is dead. Did it go through a rough spot? Yes, it did. I couldn't stand the period where the women were singing like this. I hated that period. I said, where the singers at? Where are the singers? And then, a period where some of these producers don't know what to do with a voice like a Fantasia or Jennifer Hudson. A lot of people, you see these shows, and you see these people with these powerful voices, they're not matched with producers who know what to do. The business is a cookie clone. If they see one person doing well, they're gonna, we're gonna do this. There's not a lot of creativity, but let me tell you something. It's the creative artists who do well. Silk Sonic, Bruno Mars, and Anderson .Paak ain't do nothing new. But go back to the days of the stylistics and the dramatics. So look what they did with Confunction's Love Train. It was a hit in 1984, 85. I think I just got in the radio. All it is a remake, and I don't like remakes, but I love their version. And all they're doing is just singing. It's medleys. They're bringing the medleys back again. I don't think that R&B is dead. I think that hip-hop is going through a phase, and I ain't saying it because I love old school hip-hop. I just miss real MCs. Just being raised on an Eric B. and Rakim, KRS-One. Y'all know I love Big Daddy Kane. I miss that. I'm not into mumble rap. And some of the stuff is like, what y'all rapping about? I don't want to hear about lean. I want to hear about no damn guns. And I think the women are too overly sexual. I want to see a female rap artist. Why I loved MC Lyte. MC Lyte wasn't naked, and she could spit them rhymes. And the Moni Love. I like a Megan Thee Stallion, but I don't like how she's sexualized. The female artists today, you got to be twerking, bent over, and it's like, can we do something else besides being a bad bitch? Can we do something else? Can we just there's more to life. So I don't, I did like Migos record Stir Fry. I would do this, but it's a lot of it. I'd be like, I don't understand it. I don't understand what they're saying, what they're doing. So I think hip hop is a little different, and it could be, I'm a baby boomer. I'm from the Treacherous 3 Days and Sugar Hill and those cats, Curtis Blow. So rap is different. I think that it's in a state of emergency because when you hear a real child, Rakim, the way he could just spit out the lyrics. Love that. And definitely miss that. DMX, who's dead, Houdini. I just think about some of these great hip hop artists. But that's my rap. That's my rant on music. Please do not fall for the fake sex tapes. Auntie, what you talking about? Yesterday, there were rumors that there was a sex tape with Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey. Then there was a sex tape out there about Rihanna. Then there was one supposedly about Wendy Williams. Please do not be so newsy about these sex tapes, because when you click on these things, people get your information. Viruses, don't do it. Don't be that newsy. Don't be that newsy, because there are tricks to get you to click on and you lose your information. You wind up getting a bad virus. It's just not good. Don't fall for the fake sex things. R. Kelly's trial, the 14-year-old girl is speaking. She's not 14 now. She's a grown woman in her 30s. She talks about 2008 and why she lied. She said she lied because she thought something bad would happen. She would go on to describe that she had sex with him hundreds of times. And he taped everything. And on the tapes, it would show him giving girls money. And she said he would do this to make it look like you were a prostitute accepting the money. The Chicago trial is going on now, and this young woman admits she was wrong for protecting him. And she is talking. Marvin Sapp story this Sunday, 9 o'clock on TV1. What made Marvin Sapp Pastor Marvin Sapp, the man that he is. He started smoking weed at 12. He dabbled in drugs and cocaine and alcohol. He's cleaned up now. He is looking for a wife. I talked about that yesterday. He's a widow, and his wife died like 12 years ago from cancer, but he is opening up. The Marvin Sapp story is coming to TV1 this Sunday. Tristan Thompson, he wants everybody to know that he is paying child support for that woman who had his son a few months ago. He doesn't want to see the kid, but he's giving him money. Now, is Chloe giving him the money to give this woman, because he just had the baby surrogate with Chloe? Tristan Thompson is the type. You just want to have a serious conversation and be like, sir, are you serious? What is it? What is it? They have condoms on sale. All you gotta do is go down the street, because he just keeps doing things. But that's not impressive. As parents, kids need your time. It's not the money you send. It's the time that you spend. Stephen A. Smith, the controversial sportscaster. He's from this area. I've known him for years when he worked for a local newspaper here. He is coming out with a life story about his book. Many say he's a frustrated basketball player who never made it to the pros. He's got a big mouth. He's very opinionated, and he talks about how did he get to where he is. The book, Straight Shooter, a memoir of second chances and first takes, is coming out next year. And finally, is there a Sherri Shepherd boycott? Her show is debuting September the 12th. Jennifer Hudson's show is debuting on the same day. Is there a boycott of Sherri Shepherd? Now, there are a lot of people. They're saying, I ain't gonna watch it. She took Wendy's show. She didn't take Wendy's show. That situation was so crazy it had to be replaced. And she got that coveted 10 o'clock spot. Her show is going to be different. It's going to be different from what you see than what Wendy had as Sherri steps on her own. I've been hearing rumors. People are like, don't go on her show. Don't go on her show. People ain't listening to that. If they got something to promote, they going on that damn show. And they'll be sitting down with Sherri Shepherd, who has talked to A-listers. If anything, Sherri, because of her reputation, is going to be able to talk to even more A-listers. So watch out for that. But Sherri Shepherd debuts September 12th. Jennifer Hudson, September 12th. All on the same network on Fox. It's going to be interesting to see how both shows do. There's a weekend edition. This has got pictures. I have a young lady, LaShawna Simon, who puts it all together. So do check it out. We got a lot of great stories for the weekend. Leave a comment. I read the comments, and that's why today I said we're going to pull our little pad out, and we're going to take notes on different things. I thought the Tamia Campbell was funny because it was like, he bad guy. What's new? Tevin, can you go on tour so we can see? You got a lot of fans out here. I do read the comments. So leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Make this a great weekend. Didn't summer go fast? Can't believe that we're like looking like 2 weeks. It'll be Labor Day. Whew. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much. Look out for the weekend edition because it's coming. But have a great weekend. Oh, wait. I buried the lead. Thank you for 60,000. Thank you. You know, when I started this, I had this young guy start me, and it's not that I wasn't serious, but I just didn't know what I was doing. It was a growth. I've learned so much, and 60 may not seem like to some, but for me, I'm like that turtle. I want that slow, steady climb because it's consistent and we're here. And I thank you. 60,000. That's an achievement. I always look at certain things as milestones, and 60,000 was a milestone because who knew? I am a radio girl, 40 years, good moisturizer, 40 years. And I never thought I would be doing something like this. They call it vlogging. I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called vlogging. I never thought. This is life after stroke. When I came back 7 years ago after having that stroke, God just let me to take my cell phone, put it on, hit the button, and just start talking. I love pop culture. I love entertainment. But thank you. 60,000. We will march on to 100,000. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.